Yo, what's going on, man? Another KD confession type of video. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm actually just now about to leave Rock Hill, South Carolina, man. A little bit of networking here and there. Y'all know I don't really like being out late at night. I prefer to be in the house. But, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes you just got to, you know, make it do what it do. Anyhow, I wanted to get into something with y'all today. There's been a lot of people that's been asking me, hey, can you mentor, one of my family members? Can you mentor my cousin? Can you mentor my brother? Can you mentor my son? I've seen you from how you used to be, extremely emotional, always wanting to fight, and now when I look at you and I see how you carry yourself with so much respect, like you walk into a room and you command respect without saying anything. The way that you dress, the way that you speak, the way that you move. Like, I would love for you to just mentor, one of my family members or whatever. And I honestly be thinking to myself, do you guys really know what you're asking for, right? Because when you are choosing a mentor, I think first and foremost, before you choose a mentor, you need to ask yourself, what do I want? All right, what do I want in life? If this person is choosing a mentor, what do I want in life? Or if you're choosing a mentor for somebody, you need to ask yourself, what areas do I want them to work on, and where do I want them to eventually get to or go to or whatever. So if you are a person that's seeking to be married, right, I encourage you to get a coach or a mentor that is not only just married, that has been successfully married for some years, actually got some time up under their belt, right? If you are looking to be financially stable, financially free, or whatever, then you need to go and find and seek advice, coaching, mentorship from somebody that has those results. All right? And listen, people can fake the funk all freaking day. You know what I mean? I used to use this analogy all the time. It didn't make any sense but I'm still going to use it. Like, you can say that you're a photographer or a business owner all day, but if I hang around you for 24 hours and you don't do anything, that has to do with photography or anything like that, then I'm gonna start to second guess that thing. You know, like, show me the numbers. I should be able to go online and see something of a digital footprint of you. The things that you're speaking and you're talking about. I need to be able to see that, right? And so, what I was thinking, or what I wanted to say, because again, we were kind of like just chatting, chopping it up. Music was playing, and it was kind of hard to hear people. So most of the time, when you're doing stuff like that, it's more just exchanging numbers. But it popped up in my head, and I figured I would just bring it to y'all just to get my thoughts out or whatever. And I'm just wondering, right, if you really know and you understand, like somebody that's coming to me and asking for me to be their mentor, asking for me to coach them or whatever, where do you want to be? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Are you trying to be where I am at? And again, we can break it down, we can go through everything or whatever. The next thing I'm going to ask you is, like, do you really know and understand who I am as far as my mindset goes, right? And that's the reason why I post a lot of content on all of these different social media pages, channels, or whatever, because I really want people to know and understand who I am and where my mindset is as of right now. So before you come to me and you ask for any advice, seek any help or anything, just make sure you do your research. And that's not just with me. That's with anybody that you choose to be your mentor or your coach. Y'all, the road is jacked up. That's not me. Okay, I just want to make sure I cleared it up. That side of the road was just jacked up, so don't think I'm running over speed bumps or anything. I am a very, very careful driver. All right. Anywho, so my bad. I'm a little bit on the silly side. It's getting late anyway, so I get silly when it get late. So anywho, you need to know and you need to understand who it is that you're seeking advice from, because I'm not saying that I'm bitter or anything like that, but it's important that you protect yourself from people that are bitter, from people that's going to look at things, in a negative way and going to give you information based on trauma. It's a lot of people out there giving advice. People out here that are coaches that are giving the worst type of advice. And honestly, keeping people down, keeping people from reaching whatever goal, dreams, or whatever that they're trying to reach in life. And so I think that it's extremely important that you make sure you do your research before you go and look for and hire a coach or a mentor. You need to know yourself, where do I want to be? Where do I see myself? And is this person or does this person have those results? And if so, then hey, by all means, I say you jump all in after you done your research. Don't just look at, this person has, a big house. This person has, a nice car. They could be in debt. They could be, all of that stuff could just be, off of okay credit. But they can have debt, piled up today. It could all just be smoke and freaking mirrors, right? And have your doggone questions, man. Listen, when it comes to me and my mentors, I'm asking all types of mother-loving questions. And see, the thing is, the person or the people with results, they do not mind breaking it down for you. They don't mind showing receipts. They don't mind it. Like, hey, you know what I mean? I can show you exactly how I got from point A to point B. Here's the blueprint. Here's how I done it. Yes, I can duplicate this. I have. Like, it's nothing. It's honestly nothing to those guys. Again, just speaking from experience from, dealings with other successful mentors and other successful coaches. And so, again, I just be wondering to myself, and I'm not going to lie, most of the time, or, most of the time, oftentimes, it's coming from women, right? Women come to me and be like, yo, I would absolutely love for you to coach my son, coach my brother, coach my cousin, coach my friend. Like they need it. They need that mentor. Y'all really know, what I really think, like how I think. If you don't, go watch a video. Go watch a video. If it's something that you can't get with, you can't, you can't rock with, do not send anybody my way. I don't want y'all coming back to me asking for no doggone refund. Like, listen, I ain't know I wasn't signing. I ain't know I was signing up for this. All right, go to a video. Go to one of my doggone channels, man. See what my thought process is now compared to what it used to be. Yes, I'm not as easily to, to allow my anger to get the best of me and, just crash out over some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I would much rather have a conversation now. I would much rather sit down with somebody and get a better understanding for why they think the way that they think, why they move the way that they move, and try to figure out a better way, a better outcome to go about doing this thing to get to a solution. That's how men move. But I think that, honestly, these people that come to me and ask me these questions, I don't think that they really understand the entire equation, right? Because when it comes to business, when it comes to personal, like, yes, we're going to talk about all of that. It's not just one-sided. No, it's going to be both sides of the coin. Like, I'm not just going to give them half of the game. I'm going to give them the whole thing. Like, listen, I'm going to break it down for you. Respect. You need to command respect from everybody. Okay? I don't care who it is. Not just men, not just women, but both. Both personal and business. I don't care who you are. I need for you to be respectful. If I'm giving you respect, I expect that exact same thing in return. And again, this is where things are going to go south, right? Because for the longest, you have people that have been around you that they don't even understand, but they do things in a disrespectful manner. And because for the longest, they're so used to either guys crashing out, them being submissive, them just blowing stuff off, versus when they come and they speak and they talk to me, I'm going to tell them, listen, absolutely not. All right? You don't have to be disrespectful to get respect. But yes, absolutely, if you are giving that person respect and they're not giving you the exact same thing in return, do one or two things. I highly recommend you to first set those boundaries. Let them know. All right? And again, it's not what you say, it's how you say things. And we can get into, we can give you a little breakdown and whatnot, if it is some coaching there, we can go through it. So you want to go ahead and draw that line in the sand right now. And the bottom line is, again, it's not what you say, it's how you say things. I'm not saying, be aggressive with it, because you don't have to be. All right? Take that don't let your voice get too high or whatever, or elevated. No. Just speak to them in a nice, I'm not going to say it, I'm going to speak to them in a calm voice, like I'm speaking to you right now. All right? You can get your point across. I promise you. This tone is going to be a lot more effective than you allowing your emotions to get the best of you. And just let them know that you're going to go ahead and draw that line in the sand right now. That disrespect stops right now. If not, I'm not going to be disrespectful towards you. I'm just going to remove myself. That's it. And I think that is one of the best ways to go about doing things. You don't have to be disrespectful with them. You'll never win that battle, okay? The best way to go about doing things is, you know what? Understand that person is not worth it. They shouldn't even be in your presence. If they're going to continue to disrespect you, okay, cool. I'm just going to remove myself from the situation. All right? That's how you handle that. And again, now, if it comes to a point where you have to defend yourself, again, male, whatever, you get back in the corner, you do what you got to do. Respectfully. I'm going to do what I got to do. I got to defend myself. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of those things can honestly be solved if we don't allow our emotions to get the best of us. All right? Do what you got to do. Take some deep breaths or whatever. Take a second. Think about it. Think before you speak. Think before you act. And know and understand, like, the best way to go about doing this thing is use your words. You can easily tell what type of man you're dealing with when he felt like he's been disrespected. The emotional, the feminine man is going to allow his emotions to take control of that situation and crash out and do the worst thing possible. I'm going to use my hands. Again, speaking to a guy that came from that. That's not the answer, fam. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna get you one or two things. Dead or in jail. All right? Or in a world of trouble where you can't get out of. Especially people that are grown. I made a lot of my mistakes when I was younger. And so, when I was standing before the judge, honestly, I'm just going to say, listen, it was a blessing. It was a blessing that I got all of that mess out of the way when I was younger. Extremely thankful, extremely blessed to get all that stuff out of the way when I was younger. But as you get older, as you mature, you should throw away those childish ways and start acting and being a man. That's why I tell a lot of people that come to me, you need to understand something, man. You're going to have to unlearn a lot of things that you were taught, a lot of things that you thought was right, a lot of things that you thought was hard and the appropriate and the manly thing to do. I'm going to tell you right now, Those people that crash out and allow their emotions to get the best of them, think that using their hands, a weapon, is, the gangster way, or whatever you want to call it, the manly way of doing it, is not. It's not. Like, I'm just going to keep it a band. We call those people feminine. You allowed your emotions to control you. What does that sound like? Honestly, answer that question. A person that allows their feelings to control how they move, allow their feelings to get them in the situations that they're in, instead of thinking and moving with logic. I want y'all to honestly answer that question for me. Is a masculine man going to move like that, or is a feminine man going to move like that? Allow their emotions to get the best of them. And so, just to bring that thing right back, man, listen, it's a lot that goes into this. And I'm not speaking, from a person that has, graduated from that. This is something that you actively work on each and every day. It's a constant reminder. Fam, listen, it ain't worth it, fam. It's not worth it. Make a better decision. There's a better way to go about handling this. Be smart. Be cool. Control yourself. A lot of guys need to understand that, man. And again, if you're going to bring somebody to me, it's going to be a lot that I believe a lot of people is not going to be comfortable with. Having those type of uncomfortable conversations. It's gonna get back to relationships. It's going to get back to relationships. Starting off as business, leading to personal, starting off with leading to whatever. I think that a lot of things can honestly be applied across the board, and that's honestly how I look at it. Everybody's on the same scale, my friend. If you're being disrespectful, then I gotta treat you as such. Family, friends, or whatever. I'm not saying that you're going to be emotional to the point where I'm cutting you off. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna keep on disrespect. That's still emotional. Listen, I'm going to distance myself from you. And again, a conversation can be had. I think that the strongest men are able to have those conversations. And the way that you get strong is to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation where you are having these conversations and these talks with people that you know, that you love, that have known you for years and years. If you can make it through that, I promise you, everybody else is going to be almost like a walk in the park. The hardest thing for me was to get people that I know, that I love, that I grew up around, is to show them. Because you can say it, you can talk until you're blue in the face, and they not going to believe you. You have to move in that manner and not budge an inch. Practice. Practice makes perfect. Constantly reminding yourself, listen, men don't behave this way. Men don't behave this way. Men don't allow their emotions to get the best of them. I got to keep on reminding myself, especially when I get in those uncomfortable situations. Right? Stop letting them people see you sweat, man. Fiddling with your hands, looking down. No, when you're speaking, when you're talking to people, look them in their eye. When you're having a conversation, I'm not saying, just stare. Stare for 5 minutes without blinking. No. When you're having a conversation with them, continue. Lock in, man. Lock in. Listen to what they're saying. And you don't have to talk a lot to get your point across, my friend. Most of the time, other people are going to be talking. They're going to be doing most of the talking. All right? You only speak when you feel like, or you think that you have something that you need to, insert into the conversation. But outside of that, let them rock. Let them rock, man. Head up, chin up. Stop walking with your head down. Appearance matters. Appearance matters, man. Like if you're walking around with your pants sagging, do-rag on, you know, again, moving and thinking you a little thug or whatever, don't expect for people to respect that. They're not. Appearance, man. You need to understand your appearance has a lot to do with how people respect you. You walking around with dingy, dirty drawers, dingy, dirty shirt or whatever, most people ain't gonna respect that, fam. They can say what they want. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. Let's just go ahead and talk about it. Women as well. Young ladies, y'all as well. We ain't gonna just let all the guys get the smoke. Come on in here. Women as well. You cannot think or believe that a man is going to respect you or people are going to respect you when you out here with everything out. I'm trying to be as PG as I can, y'all. Again, I don't curse, but I'm trying to be as PG as I can. Okay? Everything showing. You out here taking crazy pictures, posting it online. Guys, man, listen. Why the heck are y'all out here smoking, drinking, on camera? Fam. Digital footprint. Let's just go ahead and go through it, man. 4 levels to this thing. ABCs, man, of image. Your image is everything. Believe it or not, your image is everything. Appearance. All right? What do people see when they look at you? I don't care where you are. If you outside of your home, what do people see when they look at you? What do they perceive? Like, what is this person? What type of category do I put this person in when I see them? Does this look like a person that respects themselves? Ask yourself that question. When I look in the mirror, does this look like the type of person that honestly respects themselves? Before you leave out that house, ask yourself, do I look like the type of person that should be respected? All right? Appearance. Behavior. AB. Behavior. How do you behave? All right? How do you behave in public? Are you loud? You know what I'm saying? Or do you drink? Do you smoke? Are you all out in the public? You know what I'm saying? Just acting crazy? How do you carry yourself? What's your behavior like, man? How do you behave around people? If you in public, I don't care, family or friend, how do you behave? Do you conduct yourself as a professional person? As a ratchet person? You got to put yourself in a category. Because trust and believe, other people are. Next is communication. All right? And I think that also, all this stuff honestly ties into image and appearance and things like that, right? Communication. 80 to 90% of communication is nonverbal. You don't believe me? Look it up. 80 to 90% of communication is nonverbal. What do people say or see about you when they see you? Your image. When a person sees you, what are you communicating with the world when you walk outside each and every day? What are you communicating with the world? These are questions that you need to be asking yourself before you walk out that door. And last but not least, certainly not least, my favorite, your digital footprint, my friends. Your digital footprint is everything. You remember when we were talking earlier about smoking and drinking in front of the camera, putting it on social media, thinking that this is cool, this is the way to go? Oh man, I got the biggest blunt, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Come on, guys. Come on, man. Pants sagging, do-rag, cursing, flashing money. What are we doing? Come on, man. Like, what the freak are we doing? What does that say about you? Like, the people that you want respect from, they ain't gonna respect that, man. I promise you. And that low-hanging fruit from people that agree with that type of mess, fam, most of them people ain't gonna put no money in your pocket. Seriously. Those aren't any real connections. I promise you those people ain't gonna help you. Most of them people are not gonna help you, fam. Young ladies, come on in here. Digital footprint. When I go on your Facebook page, when I go on your Instagram, when I check out your TikTok, if you twerking, if you out here cursing, acting ratchet, it's so crazy. I don't understand why in the world do people display this type of behavior and expect for people to respect them. You expecting people to respect this? When have this type of behavior ever been respected? Never. Your digital footprint is everything. Everything. Whether you want to be a part of a business or whether you want to start your own business. Your digital footprint is everything. What you put on the internet never goes away. So you got to be careful. Like, if people dig enough, they gon' find it. They gon' find it. Trust me. So the best thing you can do is stop shooting yourself in the foot. If you got any twerking videos, if you got any, pictures up there with you smoking, drinking, blunts in your hand, partying, just acting all kinds of crazy, displaying childlike, I ain't even gonna say that's childlike behavior, ignorant behavior. Let's just go ahead and call a spade a spade. This ignorant behavior is bad for business. It's bad for you. No good is gonna come of this. Nothing. Erase all of that mess right now and start anew, man. This right here is your wake-up call. You can do it. You can start today before that business start taking off, before you start to climb the ladder, or if you've already started, erase that mess right now. Because I promise you, it's going to ruin you long term. Those people out there that really have like long-term goals, that really want to be somebody, you can get there, my friend. I promise you can. I promise you. Whatever type of lifestyle that you want to live, you can get there. But the very first thing you got to do is you got to put that shovel down. We are constantly, every day, digging ourselves in a deeper hole, not realizing that the sooner you put that shovel down, my friend, the sooner you put that shovel down, the better. The sooner you start taking accountability for your actions and realize, I'm effing up right now. I'm effing up. I'm the reason why I'm in this situation. But the best part about that is I'm going to be the reason why I get up out of here. Excuse my language. I know I didn't curse, but still, excuse me, y'all. I get passionate sometimes. But I'm going to be the reason why I get the heck up out of here, man. Me. It starts with you. Your mindset. We got to change that, man. Change that. And I promise you, along the way, just speaking from, my personal experiences, it's going to be a lot of people that you love, a lot of people that you like, a lot of people that you grew up with, a lot of people that you looked up to, that you want to take with you. A lot of people you want to stay connected and stay around them 24/7. Growth, my friend. Sometimes when you grow away from certain things, from certain people. Respectfully. It sucks, man. It really does suck. But the truth of the matter is, you can't force anybody to come with you. That's all it is to it, man. You cannot force. If a person don't want to grow up and do what they need to do for themselves, knowing that you finally done took that step in the right direction, you're gonna have to put that mask on yourself, man. What they say in that airplane, dog. If anything happens, you got to worry about you. Once you get to a space, then you might be able to go back in the system a little bit, man. But on this journey, my friend, oftentimes you're going to have to leave them. I'm going to say it again. On this journey, you are going to have to leave them. Family, friends, loved ones, people you cared about, people you grew up with, you're going to have to leave them. Or you can go down with them. If they worth it, if you believe that they're worth it, stay in that boat with them. Sometimes we got to jump out and we got to swim to safety ourselves. I'll come back. I promise you, I will try my best to come back and get you, man. But I've seen so many people have honestly tried to save others and have drowned themselves. Drowning right now. 5 years from now, they're going to be still stuck in the same situation that they're currently in right now because they didn't listen. A sign, somebody, I don't know if you believe in God or not, but let's just say, something that sent you a sign. God has sent you a sign and gave you a way out. This is your way out. This is your wake-up call. Right now, not tomorrow, today, right now. Not next week, now. Not next month, now. Not next year, now. You're going to have to make this decision right now. And listen, we are not perfect. Nobody is perfect. I'm not saying you start today and you're going to get it all right. No, man. Just like babies. You're going to run into the wall. You're going to fall down. You're going to touch that stove even though it's hot. You're going to make mistakes. It's important that you continue to get up and keep trying. What's more important is you're going to have to now surround yourself around those people that you want to be like. Getting back to the mentors, to the coaches. All right, to bring this thing back full circle. Your mentors, your coaches, the people that's going to hold you accountable. And oftentimes, those mentors are going to be speaking and talking in doggone parables. I'm going to give you the book. The answer is in there somewhere. But you got to figure it out for yourself. All right? I'm going to allow you to fail in somewhat of a controlled environment. A lot of life lessons that a lot of us should have gotten early on when we were, growing up in the house. We're supposed to have, that two-parent dynamic, both male, female, mom, dad, that tough love, that nurturing, all of those things. A lot of us didn't get that growing up. And unfortunately, well, I'm going to say fortunately, you're going to have to, a lot of us are going to have to pay for it. Bottom line, you have to pay for it. It's not free. The life lessons you should have gotten growing up from your parents, didn't learn it, or you didn't get it because of whatever circumstances, you had to overcome, and maybe it wasn't your fault. It's okay, man. It's okay. But you got the message today. You got the answer today. Coach, mentor. It starts with me. Decision is yours. All right? Anyway, man, thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.